Good morning from New York, good humans. Keep watching the Maven.
Good morning, you cracking humans. I just dropped my car in for a service and I'm riding home now. Hello! How are ya? Say good morning to the good humans.
Good morning, good humans.
Cobbled section. This is, we're coming up to Chapel Street now. This is where everyone does all their clothes shopping. Riding down Chapel Street is always dangerous because there's people parking, getting out of their cars, into their cars, doors flying open. It's always a bit of a risk. I always recommend if you're a new bike rider, just try to find a quieter street to ride down. It's not so much the traffic on the road you've got to be careful about. It's the cars on your left, parked cars. They're the biggest worry for places like that, busy areas like that. Pretty much roads like this where you see lots of traffic, where people are getting out, parking their cars, getting in and out really quickly, and then going to get some bread or something like that. They're the ones you've got to watch. It's streets like that. I'll show you what I mean. As you can see there was people stepping out from the sidewalk onto the road. You know, they're getting in and out of their cars, they're rushing around, they're trying to get stuff done before and after work. You just got to watch out. So you always pick quiet roads, you know, to go down. I'm just showing you this one as an example. Can you guys believe it is literally 10 days until the Tour de France? And that means many, many nights of waking up feeling absolutely horrendous, but hopefully it inspires me to get back on the bike a little bit more. I've got to admit, I haven't really, because I've been so busy with work and stuff, I haven't really caught up on what the hell is going to be happening and, you know, who's looking good and whatnot. So I'm going to go do some reading right now. So I've just been on for the last 3 hours on 2 conference calls to the United States and the UK about my YouTube channel. And the whole time I've been sitting here reading Rob's magazine. But it reminds me of something, right? I was reading an article today about Mark Cavendish and how he may be pulling out of the Tour de France early to go to Rio. And it got me thinking about sprinting. And I think it was stage 4 or the first stage of the Tour of California. There was this sprint, and I thought that would be a great example of a sprint to talk about online for people, just to teach people how to sprint and what not to do. So I'm going to run through that now. Hopefully this helps you guys in your next race, in your next bunch sprint.
We went through so quickly there, Phil. We are now inside of the final kilometre. There is Peter Sagan. Look at the way he moves through the main field. Open the door, please. I'm coming by. And in fact, Tom Boonen is moving right towards...
All right, back to an old school Maven tips video here, except the only difference is this time I'm not riding. Here we are, Tour of Cali. They're coming around the right-hand bend into a slight headwind. Now I want to stop it here. The whole point of this video is I'm trying to show you the difference between someone who sprints way too early compared to an experienced sprinter who saves himself, especially into a headwind sprint, sits behind the wheels, follows the wheels all the way to the finish line. Now, we've got Peter Sagan here in the world champion colours. He just sits on people's wheels all the way to the finish, and we've got old China over here. I've got no idea what his name is. I think it might be Brian Kakar, but I might be wrong. The helmet's putting me off. Can't see the number. But this guy here, he takes off now. Okay, so let's play it. So he's dived across to the other side of the road. Now, just so you can see, there's no one on his wheel. He's not doing a lead out, so he is full tilt sprint. I'm attacking. I'm going for it early. Now, contrast that against Peter Sagan. He's on the right-hand side of the road. He is sitting pretty behind a few crews. Got a teammate next to him. And this old mate over here on the far left-hand side is about 4 or 5 seconds into the sprint. Sagan's just following wheels. Right? He's just following wheels, following wheels. Watch him. He's following wheels. He's sitting on this guy's wheel. And then he dives across to somebody else's wheel on the left there. We'll stop it there. The whole time, about 7, 8 seconds, this guy's been sprinting, right, on his own into a headwind. Way too early. Sagan's waiting. He's following wheels. He's following wheels. He's still sitting on the wheels. He's still sitting on the wheels. I'll point out right now, old China on the left has blown atomic mushroom style, right? He's done. He's going to get 70th, right? Sagan's still sitting on the wheel. It's only now that he's put full pressure on the pedals, because this guy here has carried him this gap. He's just carried him out a little bit further. So Sagan is now at full tilt sprint, right? He has left it so late, and that is what you've got to do, and especially into a headwind. Now, I see riders all the time in my local races and in my races going way too early, and I thrive on it because I just jump on their wheel and let them take me all the way to the line. I've had mates at races say, "God, man, I can't believe you left your sprint so late," while they were sitting on the sidelines watching me sprint. And I was like, "Yeah, well, you've got to," and especially into a headwind. So this is a little trick, guys, just a little lesson. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll just have a quick look at that again. We'll just. So yeah, this is late, but you can see Sagan's only just getting on the pedals now, and he's at full tilt. And basically, those two guys he's just slungshot himself around them. So I think you'll find the commentators agree with me. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Well, this is what goes back to what Jens was saying, sitting on the start-finish line, saying that they had a little bit of a headwind going down that last stretch of 300 meters. So if you do have that little bit of a headwind, you have to wait as long as you possibly can. And if you can do that, then you have so much more power at the end, those last 50 meters.
All right, legends. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of commentary. Something different, I suppose, but you can see even the pros make mistakes. So either that or Sagan just makes everyone look bad, which is probably the latter. But talking about my fitness, I may be doing something with Stephen Lane, who you've seen me do some testing with in the past. Stephen is going to start coaching me for a race in February. So I'm just aiming for a couple of big races here in Melbourne that are sort of scheduled around that February, March time next year. So we're gonna take you guys through how to get someone from fat to fit, which is where I'm at the moment. I'm at the fat bit, and to getting fit and potentially winning races. And we'll take you through that journey, and we will literally give you a blueprint on how to get fit on your own. I mean, I advise getting a coach, but you could do this at no coaching. Like, I will show you step by step. You could even do it with me. One thing I will mention quickly, a couple of people have said my intros with the viewer intros are a little bit like GCN. I've got to be honest with you, I rarely watch GCN, and after watching a couple of their things, I've realised that the intros are pretty close. So let me know in the comments below whether you like the intros, whether you prefer just to see the Maven vlogs without the intros. And majority rules, you know. So let me know, and we could do something completely different. We could do something like a viewer's bike. So we could get you to turn your phone on its side so it's in that 16:9 aspect ratio. You could show us over your bikes. I don't know. You could send the footage in, and we could have a viewer's bike section. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. So you guys let me know what you think about that idea. And I will see you in tomorrow's vlog. I've been rambling. Bye.